Donald Trump is fuming as the July 4th event was even worse than expected. He barely could speak in complete sentences during his speech, further demonstrating his rapid cognitive decline. But beyond the content of his speech and his inability to even complete sentences, the crowd was empty. I mean, did you see all of the empty seats right there? Donald Trump claimed there was going to be 375,000 people, but then only 150,000 people could show up because of the weather, not anywhere near a fraction of that. I mean, look at the empty seats. Here's just another angle of the empty seats. You can see barely anybody was even there, but Donald Trump wanted everybody to know, I'm here, he said before he showed up. The thing was delayed a few hours because of a terrible storm in Washington, D.C. There was a massive heat wave followed by thunderstorms, but Donald Trump said, I'm here. And folks, there were numerous medical emergencies throughout the day. Some of the emergency services reported the following. There were 51 heat-related major issues, 34 patient transports to hospitals. There was at least 255 patient contacts as a result of the heat wave right there. And then you had all of most of the people who were actually there who attended were part of Donald Trump's cult, you know, the crew that just follows him around throughout the country and shows up wherever he's speaking. People like this, I don't even know this lady, she's dressed as, I don't even know, as a Halloween, I'm not even sure, but that's what a typical Trump MAGA supporter looks like. Then Donald Trump goes, best fireworks show ever. Then his daughter Tiffany is posting these weird images of her and her husband Bulos and Don Jr., the grifting family, doing like selfie shots while they make the American people suffer. I mean, this could have been a unifying event. I mean, I despise Donald Trump, but America 250 should have been nonpartisan, run through the Smithsonian, could have been something we all rallied around, not Donald Trump, but America 250. That's a great thing. Donald Trump found a way to ruin it, make people sick, quite literally, make people go to the hospital, quite literally, show weakness. I mean, it looked utterly pathetic. I mean, here was Donald Trump saying they estimated 375,000, but there's still 150,000 people. It's not even like 1,000 people. What are you talking about?
And they estimated they had 375,000 people before everybody had to leave. And they now have 150,000 people. It's the craziest thing anyone's ever seen.
And then, as I said, he struggled to complete sentences. Play this clip.
Joyous and glorious milestones of all time. And you know what that is, 250. The 250th anniversary. And I do have to say this.
And then he said that the Statue of Liberty is called the Empire of Liberty. That's what it's called. I'm calling it the Empire of Liberty. Dude, what are you talking about?
He just tamed the wilderness and conquered the frontier and built the empire. It's called the Empire of Liberty. We laid down the railroads.
I think also the Trump regime was terrified. I'll do a whole other video on this. I think they were terrified by what they were seeing in Iran. Millions of people showing up for the Ayatollah's funeral, and the Trump regime was trying to say nobody support, there's zero support, I mean, there were dozens of countries sending their top dignitaries. I mean, whether it was China, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, I mean, you name it. There was massive delegations at this thing. One of the kind of common themes that were in that crowd. I mean, did you see this at Khomeini's funeral? Ayatollah Khomeini's funeral, handwritten notes saying, we will kill Trump. Did you see that? Then there were flags of people saying a kill Trump flag was raised during the farewell ceremony of the Ayatollah Khomeini. And then you had Donald Trump just, it was so weird. Before he gave his speech, he was like in this makeshift trailer room and he was watching himself watch himself on Fox. Like, how pathetic can you be? And he just looked miserable. He looks like he's physically and cognitively ailing. And so all his state regime media, which calls itself Fox, can do is, this is their whole thing, attack Mamdani. And then Donald Trump's speech is all about attacking communists or whatever. We're going after the communists. But I think Mamdani's really handsome, Donald Trump says. And then Kellyanne Conway was out there saying, you want to know what Mamdani's answer to affordability is? He's a Nepo baby and he grows up rich. He takes hundreds of millions of dollars of donor money and are you talking about Donald? What do you mean Mamdani takes hundreds of millions of donor money? You're literally describing Donald Trump. Y'all literally have socialism for billionaires.
Never had a real job in his life. This is a real job. He doesn't take it seriously. His answer to affordability is grow up as a rich Nepo baby and then marry someone even wealthier than you, then take the money. We're talking, it looks like hundreds of millions of dollars from donor money just to go and spew a lot of anti-America hate. I have to tell you though, gentlemen, I think it has a limited audience. I do take them seriously. They're organizing, even like the anti-data center movement. It's usually the green, pro-ESG, pro-green left. They figure, well, Donald Trump's here, we'll just go do something else. But they have their organization, they're texting, their unlimited funds, and they're saying, no data centers or let's do democratic socialists.
And by the way, as people were like having these medical emergencies at this disastrous Trump event yesterday, and as Trump did this horrific speech I did a whole thing on it last night that was just an absolute disaster. You had Miriam Adelson, one of Donald Trump's second biggest donor. She's the one who, she was married to Sheldon Adelson, and she gave Donald Trump hundreds of millions of dollars to make sure the embassy would move in Israel to Jerusalem. She's a big Netanyahu, kind of right-wing Netanyahu extremist supporter, in my opinion. And did you see her? She was traveling around like in a golf cart, like, move away, peasants, move away, billionaire coming through, Netanyahu's billionaire coming through. Oh, and then you have Netanyahu's message that he put out yesterday. Did you see this?
Because when America and Israel stand together, freedom stands stronger. Together we defend freedom. Together we defend our common civilization. Together, with God's help, freedom will triumph over tyranny. May God bless the United States of America. May God bless Israel. And may God bless our great alliance.
And then as they keep attacking Mamdani's just keeping it positive. Mamdani's like, it's hard to think of a better time to be a New Yorker.
I got to ask you, because you also got to be the mayor when the New York Knicks, after 53 years of suffering, of sadness, of disappointment, finally win. They finally become champions of the world. I'm saying it, of the world.
The truth.
And then you had Tay-Tay. You had Taylor Swift marrying at MSG.
And you're a fan.
What?
I'm a fan, yes.
What's this moment like for New York? You being here in this moment when all these things are happening, incredible things.
It is hard to think of a better time to be a New Yorker. And I think we are always proud of our city, but this summer has felt special. Like you said, it's 53 years of wait, of heartbreak, and all of that fulfilled. And it wasn't just for those that waited. There were those who started watching the team just in the final games, and it meant something to them too, because the team was playing not just for the city, but like the city. And then to have all of that alongside the 250th anniversary of our nation and an opportunity for us to really celebrate what makes us so proud to be New Yorkers and Americans, it's more than you could ever ask for.
And just contrast Donald Trump's hate. Donald Trump, I'm going after communists, compared to Mamdani. Here's Mamdani. Let's play this clip.
And what's also great is you have so many, this is an international city on any given day, but you have so many World Cup fans who are here in New York to experience this. What's it feel like to share this moment, this feeling in New York with the rest of the world?
It's amazing because, as you said, we're a city of 8.5 million people, biggest city in the country. More than 3 million New Yorkers were born outside of this country. And so they bring with them both that love of this country and the roots of where they come from. And in the World Cup, feels like every team is playing at home when you go around this city. And it's a beautiful moment because New Yorkers feel like they can be their full selves. Yeah. And even today, you saw Morocco beat Canada 3-0. Yeah. If you were on Steinway, you'd have thought you were in Morocco.
Everyone's like, this is wild.
That's what it means to be in New York City. It's the world city, and we say welcome home to everyone who's coming to visit us.
And here was Donald Trump saying, I'm going after the commies. You can't be a communist in the United States.
And all these talks from the communists, they haven't got a chance. Not even a chance. We don't want communists in our country. Never worked, and it never will work.
And then I'll just share this with you as well. Earlier in the day, you had a group of Nazi Patriot Front members marching around the city doing Nazi chants. This sounded a lot like kind of Donald Trump rallies and Donald Trump chants, in my opinion, as well. But take a look at this photo that Reuters captured right here. Members of the group Patriot Front ride the metro on the 250th anniversary of U.S. independence in Washington, D.C. Did you see this right here? And you have all the Patriot members around, and all the MAGAs are like, those are feds. Those are actually feds. Yeah, Donald Trump runs they're not feds. Okay, they're people who share a lot of the views that Donald Trump does. But Donald Trump runs the government now. What are you talking about? You know, they're like, oh, no, it's Southern Poverty Law Center. It's SPLC. Okay. And then earlier, did you see there all the MAGA people who were like, oh, this is the geoengineering of the Dems. This is Dem geoengineering. They're making the weather bad to set up Donald Trump. Oh, yeah, the reason that I lost all my money on Donald Trump's crypto is the Dems shorted my meme coin. It's so stupid. Well, I don't know how else to say it other than Donald Trump got humiliated again, as we called it. What an awful day for Donald Trump. What a sad day for our country, though. This could have been a special day, but there'll be better times ahead. Anyway, hit subscribe. Let's get to 7 million. Thanks for watching.
Can't get enough Meidas? Check out the Meidas Plus Substack for ad-free articles, reports, podcasts, daily recaps from Ron Filipkowski, and more. Sign up for free now at MeidasPlus.com.